Welcome back to another edition of Techie PM Talks. This video will discuss the key differences between the 6th and the 7th editions of the PMBOK guide. Over the years, project management has evolved significantly to address the complexities of modern projects, and the PMBOK guide has adapted to these changes. The transition from the 6th to the 7th edition marks a shift from a process-driven framework to a principle-based, value-oriented approach, focusing on flexibility, adaptability, and delivering outcomes. We will explore the areas that experienced a major change, including the structure, focus, core components, stakeholder engagement, methodologies, and more. By the end of this session, you'll clearly understand how these updates empower project managers to lead effectively in today's dynamic environments. Let's dive in. The PMBOK Guide 7th edition, released in 2021, introduced significant changes compared to the 6th edition to better align with modern project management practices and the growing emphasis on adaptability, value delivery, and stakeholder focus. The transition from the 6th edition to the 7th edition marks a significant evolution in project management, thought, and practice. While the 6th edition emphasizes a process-driven approach structured around knowledge areas and process groups, the 7th edition pivots towards a principle-based, outcome-focused framework. This shift reflects the growing complexity and diversity of project environments, as well as the need of greater adaptability in managing projects across industries. The 7th edition introduced 12 principles and 8 performance domains, replacing the perspective process-oriented structure with a flexible approach that prioritizes value delivery, collaboration, and tailored practices. By embracing modern methodologies like Agile and hybrid approaches, the 7th edition aligns project management with evolving organizational needs and emphasizes the importance of creating value over merely following processes. This transition undercovers the PMBOK guide's commitment to staying relevant in a dynamic, rapidly changing world. The major areas where the shifts experienced from the 6th edition to the 7th edition are structure, focus, core components, tailoring, toolkit, methodology, stakeholder engagement, simplicity, and leadership and culture. In the context of the PMBOK guide, structure refers to the organized framework and standardized approach for delivering project management practices and principles. The PMBOK guide provides a structured foundation that ensures project managers have a consistent set of guidelines and methodologies to apply across projects, enhancing effectiveness and consistency. The structure of the guide has evolved over editions, with the 6th edition organized around knowledge areas and process groups, enabling a process-driven step-by-step approach. The 7th edition, however, moves toward a principle-based structure, emphasizing adaptability and value delivery. The shift in structures reflects the evolving nature of project management from a strictly linear process model to a more flexible framework that accommodates a range of project environments and delivery methods. Through its structured approach, the PMBOK guide aims to support project managers in achieving successful outcomes by aligning practices with both traditional and modern project management needs. In the PMBOK guide, focus refers to the main emphasis or priorities that guide the approach to project management in each edition. Over time, the focus of the PMBOK guide has shifted to reflect changes in the project management landscape and address emerging needs and challenges. In the 6th edition, the focus was heavily on processes, tools, and techniques organized within the framework of knowledge areas and process groups, which emphasized a structured, process-oriented approach to project management. However, the 7th edition shifts the focus towards principles and value delivery, reflecting a broader view that encompasses diverse project types and methodologies, including agile and hybrid approaches. This newer focus on outcomes and adaptability aligns project management practices with organizational goals and value-driven results rather than strictly adhering to predefined processes. By evolving its focus, the PMBOK guide seeks to equip project managers with a flexible mindset and principles-based approach that can be tailored to various contexts and project environments. In the context of the PMBOK guide, core components refer to the foundational elements of or building blocks that guide project management practices and provide structure to the guide itself. These core components have evolved over different editions to reflect the changing needs of project management. In the sixth edition, the core components were the knowledge areas and process groups. There were 10 knowledge areas such as integration, scope, time, cost management, etc., which represented essential areas of expertise for managing projects. The 5 process groups, initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, and controlling and closing, outlined a process driven approach, organizing project management activities in a sequential and structured way. With the 7th edition, the core components shifted to more flexible and outcome oriented structure. The focus moved to principles and performance domains. The 12 guiding principles provided high level values that encouraged adaptability, emphasizing collaboration, stewardship, and continuous improvement. The 8 performance domains, such as stakeholder, team, and delivery, represents key areas of focus that are not strictly linear but rather interrelated aspects of effective project management. This new approach allows project managers to apply the core components in diverse project environments, focusing more on delivering value and outcomes rather than strictly following processes. Tailoring refers to the process of adapting project management practices, tools, techniques, and processes to fit the unique needs, constraints, and context of specific project. Recognizing that every project is different in scope, complexity, industry, and stakeholder requirements, tailoring allows project managers to customize their approach to best achieve the project's goal and delivered value. Tailoring is essential because a one size fits all approach does not work for every project. The PMBOK guide provides a broad framework of best practices, but it encourages project managers to assess and adjust which components, processes, or practices to use based on factors like project size, complexity, team composition, stakeholder expectations, and organizational culture. For example, a small, low risk project might not need the same level of documentation and oversight as a large, high stake project. In the sixth edition, tailoring focused on adjusting the knowledge areas and process groups to match project needs. In the seventh edition, with its emphasis on principles and performance domains, tailoring has become even more central. The seventh edition advocates for a flexible, principle based approach where project managers continuously assess the relevance of each performance domain and adapt practice to deliver the most value in each specific context. This approach to tailoring ensuring that project management is both effective and efficient, avoiding unnecessary steps while addressing the unique aspects of each project. Tools and technologies refers to the various resources, software, techniques and methodologies that project managers use to execute project management processes and achieve project objectives. These tools and technologies provide a practical means to facilitate project objects, improve efficiency, support decision making and ensure better control and quality throughout the project lifecycle. In the sixth edition of the PMBOK guide, tools and techniques are an integral part of the process-based framework with specific tools and techniques assigned to each of the 49 processes within the 10 knowledge areas. Examples include tools like Gantt charts for scheduling, critical path analysis for time management, and earned value management for tracking project performance and cost control. In the seventh edition, the approach to tools and technologies has evolved to align with a shift from process-based to principle-based guidance. Instead of prescribing specific tools and techniques for each process, the seventh edition encourages project managers to consider and select the appropriate tools, technologies, and methods that best support the project's objectives within its context. This edition emphasizes adaptability and the value that tools and technologies bring to project delivery, allowing project managers to choose resources that align with their specific project environment, team capabilities, and stakeholder needs. Common tools in the 7th edition include collaborative software for team communication, data analytics for tracking progress, and automation technologies to improve efficiency. This flexible approach enables project managers to leverage modern tools and emerging technologies effectively in dynamic and diverse project landscapes. Methodologies refer to structured approaches or systems that guide how project management practices are applied to achieve project objectives. Methodologies are comprehensive frameworks that combine processes, techniques, and tools in a coherent way, often customized to suit different types of projects, industries, and organizational needs. They provide a roadmap that project managers and teams follow to complete projects effectively and deliver value to stakeholders. Project management methodologies vary widely and can be tailored to fit specific project requirements. For instance, waterfall is a traditional linear methodology ideal for projects with well defined stages and predictable outcomes, while Agile is an iterative and flexible methodology suited to projects that require adaptability, such as software development. Other methodologies include Scrum, Lean, and Prince2, each with its own unique focus, practices, and strengths. In both the 6th and 7th editions of the PMBOK guide, the use of methodologies is encouraged, but they are not prescribed. Instead, the PMBOK guide offers a framework of principles and practices that can support any methodology. The 6th edition focused more on processes and structured guidance, which aligns closely with traditional methodologies like waterfall. However, the 7th edition embraces a broader, more adaptable approach, acknowledging that different methodologies or a combination of them may be necessary to manage projects in today's dynamic environment. The guide encourages project managers to select, tailor, or even blend methodologies to align with the project's specific needs and to focus on delivering value to stakeholders. This flexible approach allows for the integration of agile, hybrid, and custom methodologies, providing project managers the freedom to apply the methods that best serve their project and organizational goals. Stakeholder engagement refers to the systematic process of identifying, analyzing, communicating, and working with individuals, groups, or organizations that have an interest in, can influence, or are impacted by a project. Effective stakeholder engagement is crucial for project success as stakeholders can affect or be affected by the project's outcomes, and their support, input, and feedback are often essential to achieving project objectives. Stakeholder engagement involves several key activities including identifying the stakeholders, which is the recognizing all individuals and groups who have a stake in the project, such as clients, team members, sponsors, vendors, and end users. Analyzing stakeholder needs and expectations, which is understanding their interest, level of influence, expectations, and how they might affect or affected by the project. Developing stakeholder engagement strategies, creating tailored plans for communicating with and engaging each stakeholder group based on their influence and interest level. Managing and monitoring engagement, actively engaging stakeholders through regular communication, updates, and feedback loops to ensure their needs are addressed and to adapt to any changing requirements. In the 6th edition of the PMBOK guide, stakeholder engagement is a specific knowledge area that includes processes like identify stakeholders, plan stakeholder engagement, manage stakeholder engagement, and monitor stakeholder engagement. This structured approach provides a roadmap for systematically involving stakeholders throughout the project lifecycle. In the 7th edition, stakeholder engagement is treated as a performance domain reflecting a broader outcome oriented view. The 7th edition emphasizes the importance of building trust, fostering collaboration, and ensuring that stakeholders feel connected to the project's purpose. This shift highlights the need for continuous engagement and adaptability, focusing on creating value and addressing stakeholder needs dynamically rather than through a rigid process driven approach. Ultimately, the goal of stakeholder engagement in both editions is to secure stakeholder support, align expectations, and enhance project success by maintaining positive, productive relationship throughout the project. Simplicity refers to the principle of minimizing complexity to improve project effectiveness, efficiency, and clarity. By focusing on simplicity, project managers are encouraged to streamline processes, reduce unnecessary tasks, and avoid overly complex procedures, or documentation that do not add value. Simplicity promotes a focus on what is essential, allowing teams to work more effectively and stakeholders to better understand project objectives, progress, and outcomes. In the seventh edition of the PMBOK guide, simplicity is woven into the principles based approach, which emphasizes delivering value without overcomplicating project management practices. This edition encourages project managers to consider the simplest way to achieve project goals and meet stakeholder needs, whether through selecting tools, setting up workflows, or making decisions. The guide promotes the idea of tailoring processes to fit the project's unique needs and eliminating unnecessary steps that might waste time or resources. Simplicity is especially important in today's fast paced, often agile environments where projects must be adaptable and responsive to change. By keeping things simple, project managers can reduce misunderstandings, increase focus on value driven outcomes, and enhance team productivity, all of which contribute to process project success. Leadership and culture refer to the influence of leadership styles and organizational culture on the effectiveness of project management. Both elements play crucial roles in shaping project success by guiding team behavior, decision making, and alignment with organizational values. Leadership in the PMBOK guide is not limited to formal authority but encompasses the ability to inspire, motivate, and direct a project team towards achieving shared goals. Effective project leaders demonstrate adaptability, emotional intelligence, and an ability to foster collaboration while balancing both the technical and interpersonal aspects of project management. Leadership involves guiding teams through challenges, managing conflicts, and encouraging a shared sense of purpose. In the seventh edition, leadership is emphasized as a core skill for project managers, advocating for a servant leadership approach that supports team empowerment and focuses on value delivery. Culture, on the other hand, refers to the shared values, beliefs, and norms within an organization or project team that shape behaviors and expectations. Organizational culture affects how decisions are made, how risk is perceived, and how communication flows within a project. A positive, supportive culture can foster openness, creativity, and alignment with project objectives, while a restrictive or misaligned culture can create barriers to success. The PMBOK guide emphasizes the importance of understanding and adapting to the prevailing culture, whether it's the broader organizational culture or a project specific environment. In the seventh edition, leadership and culture are recognized as critical influencers in the principle based framework, with project managers encouraged to lead in a way that respects and aligns with the organization's culture while fostering an inclusive and collaborative environment. The guide highlights the importance of adapting leadership styles to meet culture expectations and to promote a culture that aligns with project goals and values. By prioritizing effective leadership and culture alignment, project managers can enhance team engagement, improve communication, and increase the likelihood of achieving project success. The transition from the sixth edition to the seventh edition of the PMBOK guide introduced major shifts in several key areas, reflecting the changing needs of modern project management. The structure evolved from the process driven framework of knowledge areas and process groups to a principles based model with 12 guiding principles and 8 performance domains, emphasizing adaptability over perspective processes. The focus shifted from detailed process adherence to value delivery, prioritizing outcomes and aligned project goals with organizational objectives. Core components like stakeholder engagement and leadership now emphasize collaboration, inclusivity, and continuous alignment with stakeholder needs. The treatment of tools and technologies moved from predefined techniques to a more flexible approach, encouraging the selection of resources based on project context. Methodologies expand the fully embrace agile, hybrid, and customized approaches, reflecting the diversity of project environments. Simplification became a priority with a focus of eliminating unnecessary complexity for clarity and efficiency. Organizational culture and leadership are now highlighted as critical factors influencing project success. Additionally, the presentation of the guide itself became more concise and accessible, emphasizing usability and real world application. Together, these shifts mark a transformation toward a more dynamic, principle driven, and outcome oriented approach to project management. The 10 knowledge areas in the PMBOK guide represents key aspects of project management that are essential for delivering successful projects. Each knowledge area outlines a specific domain of expertise and include processes, tools, and techniques to manage various project elements effectively. Project integration management ensures that all project components are coordinated and aligned with project goals. Project scope management focuses on defining and controlling what is included and excluded from the project to prevent scope creep. Project time management involves planning and controlling the project schedule, ensuring timely completion. Project cost management focuses on budgeting, estimating costs, and managing expenses to keep the project within financial constraints. Project quality management ensures the project meets defined quality standards and satisfies stakeholder expectations. Project resource management involves planning, acquiring, and managing the project's human, physical, and material resources. Project communication management focuses on ensuring the effective flow of information among stakeholders. Project risk management involves identifying, assessing, and responding to risks that may affect the project. Project procurement management deals with acquiring goods and services from external vendors to support project objectives. Project stakeholder management focuses on identifying, engaging, and managing stakeholder expectations and relationship throughout the project. These knowledge areas serves as a comprehensive guide for managing all project components and ensuring that projects meet their objectives, stay within scope and budget, and satisfy stakeholders' needs. The 49 processes outlined the PMBOK Guide 6th edition represent specific organized activities across the 5 process groups and 10 knowledge areas. Each process is a set of actions designed to accomplish essential project management tasks, including planning, executing, controlling, and closing project deliverables. These processes, ranging from defining project scope and creating a schedule to managing project risks and controlling quality, offer a comprehensive roadmap for effectively managing all project phases. For instance, within project scope management, processes help define the validate scope, ensuring the project objectives align with stakeholder expectations. Project risk management processes involve identifying, assessing, and planning for risks to minimize their impact. Each process comes with its own tools and techniques, such as flowcharting, resource management, and earned value management, allowing project managers to adapt and apply the most suitable practices for their project context. Together, these 49 processes provide a structured yet flexible framework, enabling consistent, repeatable, and scalable project management practices across a wide range of industries and project types. The 12 project management principles introduced in the 7th edition of the PMBOK guide provide a flexible, value driven approach to project management, emphasizing outcomes over rigid processes. These principles guide project managers in navigating the complexities of modern projects. These 12 principles includes stewardships, which is acting as a responsible custodian of resources and ensuring ethical project practices. The teamwork is encouraging collaboration, inclusivity, and effective communication within the project team. Stakeholder engagement is actively involving stakeholders to align project objectives with their needs and expectations. Value delivery is ensuring that the project delivers value to stakeholders, and meets strategic business goals. Leadership is inspiring and motivating teams to achieve project goals through clear vision and direction. Tailoring is adapting project management processes and practices to the specific needs of the project and organization. Quality is ensuring that the project meets the defined quality standards and satisfies stakeholder expectations. Risk management is proactively identifying, assessing, and addressing project risks to minimize negative impacts. Adaptability is remaining flexible and responsive to changes in the project environment or scope. Continuous improvement is promoting a culture of learning and improvement within the project team and processes. System thinking is understanding the interconnections and dependencies within the project system and its environment. Integrity and transparency is upholding honesty and openness in all project communications and decision making. These principles, rather than focusing solely on processes, emphasize the importance of flexibility, stakeholder engagement, leadership, and value delivery, making the seventh edition of the PMBOK guide adaptable to a wide variety of project environments and methodologies. The eight performance domains introduced in the seventh edition of the PMBOK guides represent a shift from a process based to a principles and outcome focused approach, addressing the critical areas necessary for successful project delivery. These domains are stakeholder performance, team performance, development approach and lifecycle performance, planning performance, project work performance, delivery performance, measurement performance, and uncertainty performance. The stakeholder performance focuses on engaging stakeholders to ensure alignment between project goals and stakeholder expectations. The team performance emphasizes building, supporting, and empowering effective teams to drive project success through collaboration and productivity. The development approach and lifecycle performance involves choosing and tailoring project life cycles and methodologies such as Agile, Waterfall, or Hybrid that best fit for the project context. The planning performance encourages adaptive planning practices to create realistic project plans that can evolve based on feedback and changing conditions. Project work performance centers on coordinating and managing project activities to achieve defined deliverables efficiently. Delivery performance focuses on the consistent delivery of value through the timely completion of project outcomes that meet stakeholder needs. Measurement performance involves tracking project performance and progress against key metrics, enabling informed decision making and accountability. Uncertainty performance addresses proactive risk and opportunity management to navigate the uncertainties that can impact project outcomes. These performance domains provide holistic framework that guides project managers to achieve valuable outcomes by focusing on result and adaptability, making the PMBOK guide more versatile for complex and rapidly changing environments. In conclusion, the shift from the sixth edition to the seventh edition of the PMBOK guide represents a significant transformation in the field of project management, reflecting the evolving demands of modern projects and dynamic work environments. The sixth edition structured, process driven approach provided detailed guidance through knowledge areas and process groups, offering a solid foundation for traditional project management. However, the seventh edition embraces a more flexible, principle based framework that prioritizes value delivery, adaptability, and the diverse needs of stakeholders. By introducing performance domains, emphasizing tailoring, and aligning with modern technologies such as agile and hybrid approaches, the seventh edition equips project managers with the tools to thrive in today's complex and ever changing landscapes. This evolution underscores the importance of innovation, collaboration, and outcome focused leadership in delivering project success and aligning with organizational goals. Thank you for watching. Hope you like this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Also, give your valuable suggestions as comments. Catch you next time with more exciting content. Until then, stay awesome and take care.